We're almost done. Something that I don't like. Maybe it's about myself. Maybe it's about the actual relationships. But when someone's like, when they give you like this really, she's like obviously nice and probably just too nice for me is like the short version of putting it. But when they're like, I'm really excited and like I'm gonna be like, I don't know, like if they're like really optimistic and hopeful and stuff, they're like, well, what about you? You feel like you're expected to like respond to something of similar character, and you can make it funny if you don't. But like in a relationship, I'm very serious. I have a tendency to be very serious. Unless the other person makes me laugh a lot, I guess. I don't know. But I like laughing and making jokes and shit. Yeah, it's like you're expected to reciprocate in some way, and then you have all this shit coming out of your mouth that it's not stuff that you normally say or talk about. And so I feel like I kind of ended up faking myself in a while. Again, I'm not blaming her for anything. It's just something that I just dislike about maybe relationships in general, or maybe myself. All right, I'll save that other one for last. And then I'll reflect. All right, this one says, this was for February 2014, so we're back in 2014 now. Hey, Matt, one day at a time. Then there's Philippians 2:14. I'm not going to read out all the verses and stuff. Philippians 2:14 and 1 Thessalonians 5:16. Galatians 6:9, which has an arrow going, especially for each other. And then for the first two, it says, as best as you can, smiley face. Matthew 6:31 through 34, which is about worries, or it looks like. And then it says in parentheses, or math homework or time, but they probably didn't have math homework back then. Lucky. That's funny. Soon enough, all this will be a memory. Stress or no stress, I love you no matter what. Love, Gwendolyn. That's so sweet. I always just love reading I love you. That is just such like I'm such a girl for that, but I love that. Like, that's just such a sweet thing. All right, and then we'll go through this last one. And then we'll reflect. So I'm going to go ahead and just start off by saying there's a fucking awesome picture of a dog that was drawn by hand and is so fucking good. It is so good. I need to show you this. This is amazing. Look at that dog. That's so impressive. It's like shaded. I could sell this on Etsy for so much money. I'm just kidding. But this is fucking sick. Is this real or is this a photocopy? I think it's a photocopy and this bitch has the original. This bitch. I'm such a jackass. It's almost 8 o'clock. Holy fuck. It doesn't reflect like graphite. That's what I'm checking. Anyway, let's actually read this letter. This is a fucking doozy. This is a big one. Deep breaths, mindfulness, and water. Let's go. This is a letter from December 24th, 2013. So right around Christmas time. Dear Matt, well, it's definitely been a year. 2013. Pretty crazy. ... Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. I love you, ... A lot, ... You are one of the best people I have ever met. In character, talents, spirit, and faith. I have watched you grow so much in so many wonderful ways this year. Your faith and walk with the Lord has always been a journey, or has been a journey at the center of your life. Your love for me has been pure, selfless, and kind of crazy at times, and the lessons you've learned and the positive attitude developed is so encouraging. Smiley face. If cheese could be sweet, that would be you, winky face. I love the cheesy comments and jokes that bud from your sense of humor. I'm going to refrain from my comments for now. You are so kind and gentle with me. I'm going to put this here so I can actually read it. I think this went together like this anyway. You are so kind and gentle with me, understanding of my sensitive side, and pull your weight like a family member, doing chores happily with me, offering to help with homework I don't understand, giving me space when I need it or a back scratch, and putting others before yourself. You make me like 200% less stressed out at home because you just seem to balance me out and calm me down. I enjoy having you over for holidays and family. The kids adore you. Like, we got fucking children. And you provide an extra set of responsible eyes and ears to keep my gang... to keep a lookout. You enjoy adventure but safety are the yin to my yang and are gentle yet playful with the kids. You've slowly been weaving your way more and more in my heart. It's becoming more and more natural, and that's an awesome thing. You've grown on my family too. They really do love you, smiley face. Whether I'm with you for next Christmas or writing you a note like this every year for many to come, you've been a wonderful friend ever since I met you, and I'm so glad to have you with me. You've been with me this entire learning year and given me even more to hope for next year. Thank you for loving God and being an example in faith and love for me. You are the leader in our relationship, and following God has proven to be the only way that works. You figured that out first, winky face. It took me a while, but I have, haha. I pray for you and for us every night, especially after things hit the fan. And I know God is at work. That's funny. If he used some bad experiences to ultimately bring us closer to him, then it's worked, haha. But the adventure is far from over. This is probably the one I'm going to be using for some review. It's got some interesting stuff to talk about in it, actually. Big things I've learned about God, love, trust, communication, and grace in relationships, parentheses, nice things to have, I'd say, winky face. Thank you for being there in the good and the bad, happy and sad, better or worse, and continuing to see the best in me through it all. I am a better person, stronger Christian, lovelier musician, and smarter cookie with stronger morals than before you came into my life. I pray that God continues to work in your heart and shape you into the man he wants you to be, and that he can use us to do his work here. Seriously, like mini missionaries, like in the band. I'm becoming more and more ready each day. Thank you for your continued encouragement and support for me, and ever-growing love with a heart. Everyone would be blessed to have a friend like you. I respect you very much, hold your opinions and comments close to my heart, admire your loyalty, humility, selflessness, and perseverance, trust you with my life, and would have no problem following you as you follow the Lord, of course. Some of my favorite memories of you include the brass band concert, our first kiss, trust game at Bond Park, our first date, the way we overcame a huge obstacle and agreed to place our trust in God and work together, watching you play with the kids, and you dancing with me in the kitchen after we've done dishes, slowly pulling me closer and closer, smiley face. I cry every time you play Earth Angel for me. That song is so special to me. I could write a novel, but I think I remembered all the big things, smiley face. Matt, I love you a lot, and I hope you know that, smiley face. My best friend, you're very special, smiley face. Here's to an even better year. Following God first, I already know you're all in for that one. I love you with all my heart. Love, Gwendolyn. And she put her full name. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I love you, smiley face. So that was that one, and now we'll reflect.